Hey y'all, welcome back, and welcome if you are new. My name is Sam and welcome to my channel. I have some easy and delicious sweet night meal ideas for you this week, so let's just get right into the video. Alright, we're kicking this week off with some leftover New Year's dinner. It was really good. I made some cornbread, black eyed peas, collard greens with ham that was left over from Christmas. I also made some barbecue pork with a side of grapes. This was really delicious. We pretty much have this every year. So yeah, that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Alright guys, for dinner tonight, I'm going to make some chicken bacon ranch wraps. Now, I used to get the McDonald's chicken bacon wraps all the time, but they quit selling them here. I'm not sure if that's, if they sell those where you live or not, but here they do not. So we have to make them at home. So I've got some of these flour tortillas. These are just the grande ones. I'm going to use these up because they're still left over from when I made the crunch wraps. So I've got a few of those. I've got a spring mix here that I need to use up as well. I've got these Tyson air fried chicken breasts. These things are absolutely delicious. If you haven't tried these, highly recommend them. They're really, really good. I've got some fries here that I'm going to put in the air fryer. I've got some cheese. This is just cheddar cheese. I'm going to grate that up. I've got some bacon. Now I'm going to do this on the stove because I'm not going to have enough room in the air fryer to cook the bacon as well. But I'm going to go ahead and cook these in the air fryer. And I've got some tomatoes here. These are just the little one, cherry tomatoes. I'm going to cut up a few of those and some ranch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of these french fries and a couple of these little chicken breasts in the air fryer. I've got that right here. And while that's cooking, I'm going to cook up a few slices of bacon, shred up some cheddar cheese, chop up some of these tomatoes, and then I'll meet you back here and we will get them assembled. Alright guys, so I've got everything done. I've got the fries hanging out in the air fryer. They are right there. They're done. I've got my chicken here. I just cut it in strips, grated some cheese, chopped up a few tomatoes, cooked my bacon, got my spring mix, and I heated up my tortilla shells. All I did was just took this, turned the eye on the stove, plopped it right down on the eye, let it cook for about 5 seconds, flipped it over for about 5 seconds, and then I just did it 2 more times just so it was nice and warm and pliable. So all I'm going to do is lay down a bed of greens, add some chicken, a couple of slices of bacon, tomatoes, cheese, and a drizzle of ranch. Wrap that up and then add fries, and then I'll show you my plate. Alright guys, here is my plate. I've got my chicken bacon ranch wrap here. I've got some fries with a little bit of ranch. Normally I do ketchup, but today I'm opting for ranch dressing. And this is going to be dinner tonight. It's going to be absolutely delicious. Alright guys, tonight's dinner I'm going to be making a recipe that I found online. It is called one pan cheesy smoked sausage pasta. It is absolutely delicious. I will leave the link to this recipe down in the description box below so you can check it out as well. It's very easy and it's really, really good. So what I've got going on here is I've got some cheddar cheese, some diced tomatoes, some pasta. You can use whatever kind of pasta you have on hand. I make it with different pasta every time I make it. Olive oil, red pepper flakes, salt and pepper, chicken broth, milk, garlic, onion, and some sausage. Now I use different kinds of sausage every time I make it. This time I'm just using the smoked kielbasa sausage. But I've also used chicken sausage. I've used spicy sausage, New Orleans style sausage. Just whatever you like, whatever you have on hand will work just fine. Alright guys, since this is not my recipe, I will not show you how to make it, but you can click the link in the description box below. It'll take you right to the recipe and you can try it out for your family. But I will show you a little bit of what I'm doing. I've got some bread rising in the oven. I'm almost ready to take that out and preheat the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started, and then I'll meet you right back here and I'll show you my plate.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep. I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kind of feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. We were such.
Alright you guys, here is what it looks like when it is completely done. I just went ahead and topped it with some cheese. I've got a few slices of bread sliced up, so I'm going to go ahead and make my plate. Alright, here is my plate. I've just got the cheesy sausage pasta here. It is absolutely delicious. I've got a slice of homemade bread here. I just added a little bit of butter to that. And yeah, that's what we're having for dinner tonight. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make some tomato soup and some grilled cheese. This is one of the recipes that I have on my blog. I will leave this linked in the description box down below so you can go check that out. I've also got some fresh bread here that I made yesterday for some grilled cheese. I'm just going to cut a few slices up and make some grilled cheese with that. For the soup ingredients, I have some sugar. This is optional. You don't have to put this in there. I just find that it gives it a little bit of a better taste. It takes some of that acidity out of the tomato soup. So I've got some sugar, garlic. I've got crushed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, red pepper flakes, thyme, bay leaf. I've got some chicken broth, butter, carrots, and onions. So I'm going to get you guys set up and we'll get the soup going. Alright guys, to my pot here, I've got 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to go ahead and add in my carrots and my onion, and I'm going to cook these down until they're tender. I'm going to add in just a little bit of salt to help them get started, a little bit of pepper as well, and then I'm going to cook these down like I said, and I'll meet you right back here and we'll finish this up. Alright, this has been cooking for about 5 minutes. My onions and carrots are tender. I'm going to go ahead and add in my garlic. Cook that for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to add in my seasoning and my bay leaf and let that toast up for about a minute. Alright, so that is all done. I'm going to go ahead and add in my broth and my tomatoes, as well as a little bit of sugar. You can add as much as you want. Alright, so I've got that in there. I've added about 2 tablespoons of sugar. You can add more or less to taste. So this is going to come up to a boil, and then I'm going to let this cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to whip up some grilled cheese. Alright, for the grilled cheese, I've just got a few slices of bread here that I cut up. They're pretty thin, but yeah, I've got those. I've got some butter so I can put on the outside of the bread so they get nice and toasty. I've got some Kraft cheese here. You can use whatever kind of cheese you like or have on hand, and I've also got some mozzarella for some extra creamy cheesiness. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all ready to go and heat up my pan, and then I'll show you what everything looks like. Alright guys, my soup has been going for about 25 minutes. I've got my grilled cheese going here. So what I'm going to do now is, I've already taken out the bay leaf, so I'm going to use the stick blender here and kind of blitz this up a little bit. I want it to have a little bit of texture, so I'm not going to do it until it's completely smooth. And then I will bring it back and we will add some cream to this. You don't have to add the cream, but I'm going to add a little bit of that cream just to bump up that richness, and everything should be done. Alright guys, so now I am going to go ahead and add my cream. Now I've got my heat on low. It's been on low this whole entire time, and I'm just going, oh, I got a little sauce in there. I'm going to add my cream. right in there and kind of give this a little stir, and it's going to get nice and rich. And then I'm going to check the seasoning and see if I need any more salt or pepper, and this will be good to go. My grilled cheese are already sitting over to the side, so I'm just going to give this a taste and then I'll show you my plate. Alright guys, here is my plate. I've just got the tomato soup here. I topped it with a little bit of olive oil and some pepitas. Got my grilled cheese here, and this is what we're having for dinner tonight. Alright guys, this week's meal plan is, well, I'm going to make a few days of Amish food. So, Monday, we're going to have cheeseburger soup. It's been a while since I've had cheeseburger soup, and it just looked absolutely delicious. So, that's what we're going to have on Monday. Tuesday, we're going to have Asian chicken, rice, and broccoli. It just sounds so good. We love Asian food. Wednesday, we're going to have a poor man's steak, mashed sweet potatoes, and a salad. Thursday, we're going to have chicken noodle bake and some peas. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.